All right, number 17. In the figure above, MQ and NR intersect at point P, NP equal to QP, and MP equal to PR. What's the measure in degrees of angle QMR? Okay, so angle QMR is, so we're starting from Q to M to R, so this angle. Okay, that's what we're trying to solve. Okay, and we know that this one here is 60, this one here is 70, that's given. And we also know MQ, so this whole thing, right? MQ and NR, they intersect at point P, okay? It touches right there. And also NP and QP, they are equal, so these two are equal. And then MP equal to PR, so MP and PR, so these two are also equal, okay? All right, so based on that, I just solve for angle QMR. So for this question, it's kind of tricky. So we can see that across from, so this is 60, we know then this one should be 60 because they are vertical angles, right? And it seems like they're all the same, right? From the left and the right. So, this is 70, then we can say this angle is 70. But then once we figure out those two, it's kind of difficult to continue, right? We could solve for the third angle, right? Because they add to 180. So we have 60 and 70, that's 130. But if you solve for a third angle, that would be 50 and 50. So, but then that still won't help us get to this angle, right? So a lot of students are, they're stuck after this step here. So the tricky part for this question is that we have to recognize what we can do is we can actually solve for this angle up top. Right, so this is actually the key. So what we have to do is, yeah, so the other one, let me just erase it so we don't have so many things going on. Okay, what we can do is first let's solve for this angle. Right, this is 60, we know this one. Right, these two angles, they have to add to 180 because it's called a linear pair because they form a straight line. So they add to 180. So this is 60, then this one right next to it have to be 120 degrees. Okay, so this one's 120 degrees. And what happens is we can actually do this. So if you look at this triangle, right, this triangle, this is actually an isosceles triangle. Okay, it's an isosceles triangle. What's isosceles? Is we have these two sides are equal, right? So we have two sides in a triangle are the same, then it's isosceles. And we have isosceles triangle, then the two base angle, they will be equal to each other as well. Okay, so the two angle on the bottom that's across from the congruent sides, right? Those two angle are congruent. Congruent means they're equal. Okay, so then what we can do is this, say the top angle is 120, we can just go ahead and do 180 minus 120, which is 60. So that means the other two angles that add to be 60-degree total. And since we know these two angles are the same, the one over here and the one over here, these two are the same, we can just go ahead and divide by 2, right? Okay, so we'll do 60 divided by 2, then we get 30 degrees, right? So that means this one here had to be 30, this one here had to be 30, because we know these two are the same, so we can just go and divide by 2. Okay, and that will be our answer because that's the angle we're looking for. So angle QMR had to be 30 degrees. All right, so for this question, we're using the property of isosceles triangle to solve.